Imagine this, your brain can detect danger in just 0.3 seconds, faster than the blink of an eye. This lightning-fast response once saved our ancestors from saber-toothed tigers and rival tribes. But here's the twist. Today, that same alarm goes off for a text message, a missed email, or a social media notification. What was once a life-saving superpower has become a source of relentless stress. Welcome to the anxiety paradox, where your brain's greatest strength is also its biggest weakness. But here's the good news. Understanding this paradox is the first step to reclaiming your calm and control. For 200,000 years, humans lived in a world of real, immediate threats. The stress response was a fire alarm that rang only when necessary, maybe once a week when facing a predator or a natural disaster. Today that alarm blares hundreds of times a day, triggered by emails, traffic jams, or social media drama. Here's a staggering fact. Office workers today face 3 times more stress triggers than medieval peasants. A 2023 study from Stanford University revealed that 89% of people with anxiety say their symptoms worsen after scrolling social media. Even more alarming, teens who spend over 5 hours a day on screens show brain activity patterns similar to those with PTSD. Why? Because social media platforms are engineered to hijack your brain's threat detection system. They thrive on status anxiety, the fear of missing out, or not measuring up. Negative news stories get 6 times more engagement views than positive ones, exploiting our brain's natural negativity bias, keeping you hooked and anxious. Your amygdala, the brain's fear center, isn't broken. It's just too good at its job. Like a hypervigilant bodyguard, it's scanning for threats that vanished thousands of years ago, but still trigger a full-blown alarm today. So here's how the anxiety cascade works. The amygdala detects a threat in about 0.3 of a second, and instantly your body gets flooded with cortisol and adrenaline, those stress hormones that are really meant for emergencies. Your prefrontal cortex, which is the rational part of your brain, basically goes offline and you're left unable to think clearly. Meanwhile, your vagus nerve, sometimes called the calm button, gets hijacked, and you end up feeling totally trapped in panic mode. Now let's look at some jaw-dropping stats. Anxious brains actually misinterpret neutral faces as threatening, about 73% more often than non-anxious brains. Chronic anxiety can reduce GABA, your brain's natural Valium, by as much as 30%. And believe it or not, just one sleepless night can increase your anxiety the next day by 40%. But here's the good news. You really don't have to stay trapped in this kind of prehistoric programming. Elite warriors, neuroscientists, and therapists have actually uncovered some powerful hacks to help reset your brain's anxiety system. So here are 7 proven techniques you can start using today. Box breathing, also known as 4-4-4-4. Inhale deeply for 4 seconds, hold your breath for 4 seconds, exhale slowly for 4 seconds, then pause for another 4 seconds. This simple cycle, honestly, increases oxygen flow to your brain, calms your nervous system, and can lower your heart rate within just 30 seconds. Cold water shock therapy. Just splash cold water on your face or, take a cold shower for about 15 seconds. This actually triggers a surge in norepinephrine, which is a neurotransmitter that resets your stress response and boosts those mood-enhancing dopamine levels for hours. The 5-4-3-2-1 grounding technique is a really useful tool. Focus on 5 things you can see, 4 you can touch, 3 you can hear, 2 you can smell, and 1 you can taste. This sensory exercise, honestly, pulls your mind away from anxious thoughts and anchors you in the present moment. Progressive muscle relaxation is a simple but powerful practice. Starting from your toes, tense each muscle group for about 5 seconds, then release. Move upward through your body. This practice eases physical tension and, signals your brain to relax. Meditation can make a big difference, even if you're new to it. Sit quietly and focus on your breath or a calming word for 5 to 10 minutes daily. Meditation trains your brain to observe anxious thoughts without reacting, which, over time, reduces their power. Yoga. So try engaging in gentle yoga poses along with some deep breathing. Yoga actually lowers cortisol levels, improves your mood, and really strengthens that mind-body connection, helping you feel grounded and calm. Movement breaks. Take short walks or, just stretch for about 5 minutes throughout your day. Physical activity releases endorphins and dopamine. Those are natural mood boosters that help clear your mind and reduce anxiety. Try mixing and matching these hacks to find what works best for you. Even small, consistent changes can make a huge difference. Imagine knowing you'll have a panic attack 72 hours before it happens. This isn't science fiction, it's happening now. The future of mental health is here, blending AI, virtual reality, and groundbreaking therapies. AI prediction systems. Machine learning algorithms analyze your typing speed, word choice, and voice patterns to predict anxiety episodes with 89% accuracy. Telehealth platforms are already using this technology to offer early interventions tailored to you. VR exposure therapy. Virtual reality reprograms phobias and social anxiety in just 3 to 5 sessions, boasting an 80% success rate for PTSD. Imagine facing your fears in a safe, controlled environment, over and over, until they lose their power. Transcranial magnetic stimulation, or TMS, is FDA approved for treatment-resistant anxiety and depression. It uses non-invasive magnetic pulses to sort of reboot hyperactive brain circuits, offering relief without the side effects of medication. The psychedelic renaissance is, honestly, changing the landscape of mental health care. Psilocybin, which is the active compound in magic mushrooms, creates these hyper-connected brain states that can actually break those rigid anxiety loops. And did you know that MDMA-assisted therapy shows 67% remission rates in PTSD, and it's currently in phase 3 clinical trials, which is promising a real revolution in mental health care. Bonus time. Let's talk about anxiety's hidden gifts, the double-edged sword of a hyperactive mind. Interestingly, some of history's greatest minds actually struggled with anxiety too. Abraham Lincoln, for example, battled severe anxiety and depression, yet his heightened awareness really helped him navigate the darkest days of the Civil War. And Leonardo da Vinci, well, his restless mind fueled both his anxiety and his genius. Anxiety isn't your enemy, it's really just an overzealous protector running some outdated software. But here's the truth. The tools to upgrade your brain actually exist. From ancient breathing techniques to futuristic AI, science offers a roadmap to reclaim your focus, your joy, and really live again. So, the question is, will you keep living with prehistoric programming? Or are you ready to install version 2.0 of your mind? Take a deep breath. The upgrade starts now. Hey, don't forget to subscribe for more mind upgrades and life hacks. Thanks for watching.